Hello and a happy new year to you. I'm Serena and welcome to my channel. You know, they say that the most important meal of the day is breakfast. So, since it's the first of the year, or I hope it is by the time I post this, I thought what better way to start the year than by having a delicious breakfast. So, let's just go from this side to this side. First thing we have is a bowl of delicious fresh strawberries. Yum yum. I was really happy to find strawberries. The strawberries around here haven't been very good recently. So next up here we have apple cinnamon muffins, one of my absolute favorite things ever. Then over here we have some chicken and apple sausage. I like apple things, can you tell? Yeah, chicken and apple sausage, really, really good stuff. Then over here we have a melted brie that also has some red pepper jelly mixed in. And this is for our beloved baguette. Oui, baguette. Yum, yum, yum. And then the last thing we have is our drink. It is pomegranate blueberry V8 because gotta have more fruit, right? So cheers. All right, this all looks so good. Let's start with the muffin. So good. So good. It's been one of my favorite foods since childhood and it's still just amazing. But let's move on. Let's get a strawberry in here. That's a good strawberry. So, New Year's, always an important time of year because it's a time of new beginnings and trying new things. So, what are some of your New Year's resolutions? I know some people don't do them, and I typically don't, but I decided to go ahead and try them this year. See if, things have changed. And it was really tough to narrow it down. Because I realized there's a lot of stuff I want to do in 2019. For example, a YouTube channel. Here I am. Hello. I will say I have tried to do YouTube before this. I've had other channels that I kind of just they evaporated into thin air. Though I will say, I did make the mistake of trying to do YouTube while I was still in college. And I applaud... Oh, I'm sorry, by the way. I live next to a main road, so if you hear people going whoosh, that's why. But yeah, I applaud the people who can do things like college and YouTube at the same time, because I could not. So yeah, like I said, this is a brie. Like, it's melted, and then I mixed in red pepper jelly because it adds a really nice flavor. And it's super good if you spread it on slices of baguette. I know I've been saying this a lot, but it's so good. So anyway, like I said, one of my resolutions this year was to create and maintain a YouTube channel. And I was going through all the things that I actively like watch. I really like food in general, but I like the mukbang stuff. So I decided, you know, give it a try. Because I love food so much. And if I could get a job just literally eating all day, all sorts of delicious food all day, dream job. Just dream job. See, so one of the other things I also want to do this year is I know this is a resolution for a lot of people, I want to read more. And I think, whoosh, they're off to a party, aren't they? Anyway, I decided I would try to aim for about a book a month. Because things are about to get crazy in my IRL life. I'm getting ready to move. I know, right? I'm starting a new channel as I'm getting ready to move. Like, behind the camera, you can't see this, obviously, but behind the camera, there's about 50 boxes that have been packed. And 50 boxes worth of stuff that still needs to be packed. Alright, let's check out this chicken and apple sausage, which I highly recommend. Even if you don't like typical sausage, chicken and apple sausage is really good. I guess it's that concept of differing flavors that complement each other really well. Because the saltiness that comes from the chicken and the sausage is nicely counterbalanced by the apple. It's just really good. See, I'm trying to think of what else I decided to do. Oh, yeah. Buy a new computer. I've been talking for like a year about how I need a new computer because my old laptop, which has served me well for many, many years, is dying. Like, I used to be able to play games on it and do all kinds of stuff on it, but now, if I try to do anything more complicated than like browse Reddit, for example, I'm scared my computer's gonna catch fire because it doesn't like it. So yeah, my goal this year is to actually save up some money and buy a really good, solid computer for me to do more than browse Reddit on. If you've never tried red pepper jelly with brie on bread, please do. You'll be doing yourselves a favor. So another popular resolution I know a lot of people have is to travel. And specifically, I would love to travel more than 4 hours away from where we're going to live. Because it's easy to go like an hour or two away. But it's much harder to go 4 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours. So let's see. New computer, read more, start a channel, travel. Oh yeah. I'm dumb, I'm sorry. The other thing I really want to do is learn Spanish. Again, the common resolution, learn another language. And let's be honest, I'd like to learn every language because that would be amazing. But in my area and in my line of work, I deal with a lot of Spanish-speaking customers. And I know how to say things like hola and queso, pan, like really basic stuff. So it's more difficult for me to help them, so I'd like to be able to communicate with them so I can help them better. So funny. When I was a kid, I hated V8. Absolutely hated it. Probably because of the veggie thing, but you know. But now in my adulthood, I've discovered V8. In particular, the fruit juices like berries and the blueberry pomegranate. And I love them. They're really good. Pro tip, if you have a knife in your hand, always pay attention to the knife. Because if you get into an argument with a knife, the knife's going to win. Evidently so is the fork. So, other than New Year's, how was your Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate? I personally celebrate Christmas. And I had a pretty good Christmas this year. Got lots of nice stuff from other people. I gave people lots of nice stuff. Excuse me. You know that song, The 12 Days of Christmas? I ended up having like the 5 days of Christmas because of all the different family that we had to go visit. This is water, before anybody asks. It's just water. I promise I'm not hiding vodka or something underneath the desk. For those of you who do the gift giving holidays, what was the best thing you got this year? Alternatively, what was the worst? I'm not going to tell you the worst because I don't want to burn any bridges in case family or friends or whoever is watching. Best was a book about the making of the show Black Mirror. And heads up, I love Black Mirror. Black Mirror is my jam. I am anxiously awaiting season 5. I want it so bad. And yes, I did see Bandersnatch. I think my fiance and I watched it the day after it came out, and I think we got every ending except for like 1 or 2 of them. Tell you what though, that was so good. I loved Bandersnatch. I have heard some reviewers say that wasn't very good. I strongly disagree. I felt like it felt like a proper Black Mirror episode, while still using the gimmick, admittedly it's a gimmick, of the choose your own adventure style. The other interesting thing I found about Bandersnatch is it's the only episode of Black Mirror to give a clear date of when it is. It clearly says at the beginning, 1984. I think it was 1984. Whatever. Anyway. Every other Black Mirror episode can give hints, I guess, of when it's supposed to take place, like some episodes directly mention Twitter. Other episodes, humanity's on the brink of extinction. Like, they give you, like, hints and ideas about when stuff happens, but Bandersnatch is the first to give it a clear date. Which is pretty cool, considering I am knee-deep in trying to figure out my Black Mirror timeline. Like, everybody, I think, has their own timeline for the events of Black Mirror. I've almost got it down. The big problems I'm having are episodes like Nosedive and The Entire History of You, because the technology is relatively similar, but it's not, and it's kind of it's a chicken or the egg scenario there. If you're a Black Mirror fan, let me know what you think about the timeline, like what came first and whatnot. Well, the first episode in the timeline is now Bandersnatch. But other than that, I think it's the very first episode, the national anthem. You know, the one with the pig. I feel like maybe when Black Mirror season 5 comes out, I have to do a whole video talking about Black Mirror. But for now, I'm going to move on for the people who don't watch Black Mirror. Before anyone asks, no, I've not seen Bird Box yet. It is on my list. I promise. Let me tell you what. Bird Box memes are my entire social media right now. So I want to know. Man. Because I haven't seen Sandra Bullock in anything good in a while. So I'm hoping Bird Box will actually be good. I have faith. Let's be honest, I have faith. Netflix has been doing really well the past year. There's like a couple movies that have been like eh. But so far, Netflix has been doing a pretty reasonable job, and I hope it gets acknowledged at the Academy Awards this year. Probably won't. Because the Academy is full of BS. But that's a story for another day. But it can be summed up in my favorite genre is horror. Exactly. So I guess while we're on the subject of movies, sort of, what's been your favorite thing that Netflix has put out this past year or so? Obviously, a soft spot for Black Mirror. But besides that, probably going to be really controversial. I really liked Tao. It was a weird, sort of horror sci-fi movie. It starred Micah Monroe, the lead girl from It Follows. Sorry about that. Micah Monroe, the lead from It Follows. And then Gary Oldman is voicing the computer Tao. I'm like, the story probably wasn't the strongest, but the visual effects were really nice. And Micah is a really good actor. Like, I've only seen her in 2 things, but in both of those roles, she knocked it out of the park. Breakfast is always a fun meal, isn't it? I know a lot of people say having breakfast for dinner is their favorite thing, but I personally like keeping breakfast. Like, It's a sacred time. This was a good idea. Perfect way to start the new year. So good. So I actually think I'm gonna call it here. I remember there was a lot of delicious food left, but nothing that can't be reheated, right? So thank you all for joining me. I hope you're having a safe and happy New Year's. Down in the comments, let me know. What kind of foods are you eating today? What are your New Year's resolutions? And what did you think of Bandersnatch? And with that, I'll catch you next time. You all have a wonderful day.